What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Robinville. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Oh, man, you can't stay out of the heat. Twitter's on fire today. Twitter is on fire today. The emotions are running wild, and people are going insane on Twitter. Okay, so we got to catch up with all that. But before we do that, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notifications so you know whenever we post some spicy meatball videos. Back-to-back days, back-to-back spice. You can also become a VIP member, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button on the video. Get entered into the giveaways every single month. We're giving back to the community. We never take a penny out of this channel. It always goes back into the channel just to keep giving back and to have a lot of fun with you guys. So much fun every single month giving away things. Follow us on X, follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord, the best Discord that ever existed. Don't listen to any liars out there on Twitter. Best Discord that ever existed. So many like-minded individuals. Lots of fun. Really good time. You can go in there. You stay out of the drama because Twitter's all drama. Superstar Money Discord's all business. It's all fun, all right? So definitely go check out the Discord. And maybe we should talk about the Discord a little bit longer because we know that one in particular individual kind of doesn't like it. So we just keep talking about how good the Discord is because it's really fun for me.
The Discord is great. Remember, the only person who ever talks about Discord not being good are the people that are not in the Discord. They just say it's not good, but they're not even in the Discord. Discord's a great place. We run all our giveaways through it. So make sure you guys join the Discord so we can assign the proper amount of stars for you at the end of the month. So you can win some pretty cool prizes. And guys, we're knocking on the door of Cryptoids Marketplace, which should enable us, I'm assuming, to do transfers. I could be wrong, though. But hopefully when Marketplace opens up, we might have an opportunity to help get you guys some Cryptoids. Because right now we just have the classics right now, right?
That's a great point. Any collecting journey, we need to have some kind of way to trade, transfer, do things where you can get mine into your hands, yours into someone else's hands. Like that was the whole thing. You grew up, you were collecting different types of things at school, cards, whatever else you're collecting, Pogs. Some people were into Pogs, and you were trading, you were playing games, and they were swapping hands. That was the whole fun part about it. Pokemon, you play the game, you trade the Pokemons. That's what you do, right? So like trading, like this should be top priority for all these places. And if you can't have trading, let us figure out the way to do it in the back end. So hopefully that's something that's possible when it happens for Cryptoids. But yeah, very.
Well, it makes sense. If you have self custody, you think you should be able to trade, right? So yeah, I think it's gonna come. I think it's gonna be there that first day. But we'll see. We'll see about that.
That time in VV was a really, really banging time, and I think that was a big reason. I think people enjoyed moving things around, having fun like that too. So I can't wait for that dynamic to come wherever it comes.
Yes, exactly. So I think, Joe, we have to have a little bit of a discussion here about what's going on Twitter. And like we got to really ask you, like there's a lot of emotions running right now on Twitter, guys. It's super important though that if you think you're, let's say, a community representative, I mean, so many, today's video title, right? What are the Moonboys? Are they for the good of the project or for the bad of the project?
Heroes or villains?
Heroes or villains, right? We're gonna dig into that a little bit more, but I want to bring up the discussion from today because I mean there's so much content that we can bring up and there's so many problems that we've seen, but we're gonna just bring this as one example problem. So we got VV Gaslight here at the top coming in saying who's a bigger leech. Now, just a background there, we had the guy below, VV Liar, also known as VV Fan, but really he's VV Liar, come on our post yesterday and make up a bunch of made up stuff about our video. And he didn't even watch it. And then he started watching it. He's like, I agree with your points. Started backpedaling on what he said. And you see a lot of this, right? You see a lot of reaction. A lot of people in the community are they're reactory. Like they prefer to react to a problem or react to what they see rather than taking a second back, taking a second, trying to interpret what's going on and responding properly in a way that's respectful. And I just think that I think VV Values and VV Fan might even be the same guy at this point.
Could be,
because VV Fan was going off talking about the leeches, and then VV Values comes in and puts in this post, but maybe not. They could just be friends. I don't know if it's the same account or not. And he puts OG Vault and Cavell. Like he goes out of his way to get engagement to put OG Vault and Cavell. And so sure enough, VV Fan came and he nominated us as the biggest leech because of the background from the video the day before where he hurled a lot of verbal abuse towards us, which, VV won't stand for that, right? And the response was, I struggle to find the productivity in this poll. Seems like someone's trying to create a drama narrative and get some engagement. How does this poll promote positive community? Seems like it might be against the recent terms and conditions of creating toxic environment. Doesn't matter how you personally feel about Cavell Anderson and OG Vault or us for that matter. This is distasteful and wrong. And both of these accounts we've gone back and forth with. There's a reason why Veve values, we call Veve gaslight. We have videos on it, on how he tries to manipulate situations kind of like this, take advantage of it for engagement. And then you have Veve fan there backing him up, kind of jumping in there and trying to do the same kind of toxic environment. So this is a big problem. We got to understand, like, what is exactly good for the project and what's not good for the project. And Joe, I want you to jump in here. Like, what do you think of all this? Let's get your thoughts.
I don't see the point of this poll. Like, what are you putting this poll out for? You're so happy with your collecting journey. You want to be a collector. Put a poll out about what your favorite collectible is. Talk specifically about your project. Why are you talking about two people who you want out of the community on Twitter and putting them as the two options for leeches? Veve fan, why are you coming in nominating Superstar Money to go up here? Like, what's wrong? What happened? Like, what's happening? You don't like to talk about ways to move the space forward. Obviously, we learned that. But I mean, there's so many things in this space that need conversation. It's a brand new space. It's a brand new space. No one's getting it perfectly right. No project that exists right now is getting everything completely right, 100%. All right. So that means that there's room for improvement. That means that there's room for discussion. And we do that on this channel, and we do it every day. And we're almost at 1,000 days of doing this. Okay. We're going to be at 1,000 days in September. I've already done the calculations. 1,000 days. All right. So when you get to 1,000 posts on Twitter, whatever the heck you do, then come talk to us and let us know how many of those posts were productive and how many of them were shaming people in the community and letting people know how much of an ego you have. Okay. Because that's where there's a big problem. When you guys go onto Twitter and you go in there, and you're making the community out to be something that it's not. There are many, many, many people in this community who are moon boys, quote unquote, moon boys, who do not do this. All right. This is, so the title, are they heroes? Are they villains? It's a little bit of both. We got both in there. There's a lot of hero who go and they preach the good word of Veve. They go preach the good word of Web 3, Web 2.5, whatever you want to call it, and this digital collecting space. And then you got the ones that go in there and they bash everybody. They bash everything down, and they don't want to hear anything other than their own voice. And then they do polls like this, which is a joke. This is a big joke. This should be taken down. Veve should be in the DMs of Veve Values right now saying, take down that post. We don't want any more drama on Twitter. We just told you zero tolerance. Take down that post, take down that poll, because it's a joke. It's embarrassing.
You know, Joe, it's crazy to see this. And there really is a sector of this Moonboy community that's very vulgar, disrespectful, and abusive. And they're the problem. Actually, they got other leaders and other projects watching right now. And they're asking, where's the leadership of Veve getting involved in this? Because they created the enemy. It wasn't David Yu. It wasn't the people who actually work at Veve. It was this sector of the Moonboys that went out to all the other projects, started trash talking, causing problems, and now these guys are coming back and they're seeing all this and they're calling it out and they're saying, what's going on here? And it's the truth is, they are a big reason I think people are being turned away from Veve. I think that this kind of maxi, self-proclaimed maxis, they do a really good job of trying to exclude people from the community. They think that they are the ones that get to decide who gets to be in it and not, which is ridiculous, because how does that work, right? Like, how do you control and gate a community? The community is people who are involved, period. So they all have different opinions. They all say different things, but you can't just gate who's in the community, who's not in the community. And the fact that you even think that's insane. But you are actually pushing people away that care enough about this project to come in and talk about it and bring up their concerns. They care enough to talk on Twitter about it, and you're in there trying to push them away, exclude them, make them feel uncomfortable so they don't come. So you're a big problem. You're a big problem for Veve, because if they want growth, they can't have guys like you around here doing this kind of thing. I want to give a shout out to people who are actually good for the community. We're going to start off with Azza. Okay, Azza, he will fight his point to the death, and he's always backing up Veve. It doesn't matter. You could say, well, Veve missed their deadline on Veveverse by like 18 months. And you can go off on that. Azza will be there defending him. But he does it in a way that's still respectful. He does it in a way where he's not using vulgar words. He does it in a way where he doesn't need to go back and delete his posts. Guys, if you're going back and you're deleting your posts, you are literally, like, at that point admitting that what you said was totally wrong and you should never have posted it. And you guys who are going back watching this video, you know who you are, because we know you're watching. If you're going back and you're deleting your post, you should do some self-reflection and realize that post should have never been posted in the first place. We've never deleted anything. We don't go back and delete our stuff. We have to show our faces on YouTube.
Actually, we deleted a video once, but that was because we were told to delete it.
That's true. We had there was a very specific reason for deleting our video, and Veve was involved. But anyways, point is that if you're going back and you're deleting your post, you know you crossed the line. And the thing is, the guys that do this, they're not deleting one post. They're usually deleting multiple. They're going in their search. They're trying to find as much as they can to delete, right? So I also want to give a shout out to Rising Star, Larry here, great guy. You know, huge defender of Veve, and he loves Veve. I'm not quite like Azza though. Like Azza,
he stays out of the drama. That's the thing with Rising Star. He stays out. He goes. He posts what he loves about the platform. Doesn't get involved. That could be a type of moon boy, and I mean, great dude. And doesn't matter what the opinions are. Just wants to have a good time. That's another type of moon boy that exists. That's a hero in the space.
That's right. I also want to give a huge shout out to Salsakesh. Also, obviously, doesn't really agree with us on the FA side of things, but Salsakesh is an amazing guy.
We air punch Salsakesh all the time. We're always air punching. But
he's an amazing.
We're buddies.
Yeah, and he has the Vevepedia and all that. Like you can see, he's deep into Veve. He loves Veve, and he doesn't go on Twitter speaking to people with the verbal abuse that we see many in the community doing. And those are the ones that truly are a problem. They're not good for the growth of Veve.
Yeah, no, it's something that's a problem, and I don't know how Veve deals with it because, like you said, it's not something that they've actually started. They didn't tell these people to go out and do any of this. This is actually people taking things into their own hands. Maybe this is something because of the lack of communication that we've seen. There's been lack of community ties to, I guess, the team. Now, hopefully, My Collectibles coming in could be a great bridge for that and kind of tie the two a little bit closer together. And maybe the zero tolerance post is something that they're actually going to stand on and take care of. Maybe they are sliding in the DMs of this tweeter here and saying like, what are you doing? Like, this is not acceptable. Stop doing this. Stop creating drama in the community around other people, even if people agree or don't agree with them. Like, this is like this disgraceful type of post. And there's others. This is just ones like that we see. Like even Arbear. Look at Arbear, another hero in the community. As much as I find this funny, we shouldn't become toxic on it for their own terms. Otherwise, we're no different. So but you can see the response that she even gets. She even gets a little bit of a disgusting response.
Out of control.
So
I
mean, you guys can read it for what it is. We're not going to repeat it, but
we can't even. It's so bad. We can't even sit here and read it because it's so vulgar and it's so bad. And he has Veve in his name. If it is, I don't know if it's he or she. In his, they put Veve name. You would probably be doing a Veve a favor if you just removed Veve from your name.
Well, both things in the name are wrong at this point, Veve or values. So I mean, it should just be gaslight, double gaslight.
Just stick to gaslight, right? like you're not helping the project. Like I know you love this, you love the project. Obviously, you're gonna be a fierce defender of them, but the way you're doing it is wrong, and you're making it look really bad on the project. So just maybe disassociate yourself from the project. Maybe you can self-exit the project. I don't know. Maybe you could just say, I'm going to back off and I'm going to stop getting involved on Twitter because I'm saying things like this that I'm going to have to delete later, especially now that Veve's taking a zero tolerance on bullying and verbal abuse. But, I mean, it's clear-cut. He even mentions MC in here. So, anyways, guys, I mean, let us know your thoughts below. Like, what do you guys think? Are the Veve Moonboys, are they heroes or are they villains? We would love to hear your thoughts on this. I mean,
someone's got to make a comic.
We talked about our heroes here. But yeah, we'd love to hear your nice comment. Good. Your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. And you can always let us know Twitter posts. You can talk to us on our Discord. We think that it's good. I mean, this is a hot topic right now. Our Twitter's been blowing up all day with people going back and forth about this. So we know this is something that people.
I ran out of popcorn. No more popcorn in this episode.
Yeah. This is just people. This is what people want to talk about today. So we had to make the video on it. And we'd love to hear your thoughts below. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join us for the fam, hit the bell notification to get every single video every single day. Also, thank you to our VIPs. Tune in a month. Start beside your name. Ask your spreadsheets. Giveaways, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. See you next one. Bye bye.
Love you. Bye.